I want to talk about this Indy team. Every game is just a track meet.
Oh yeah.
How long do you think it took you to sort of understand, once Rick got here, once sort of Ty started getting comfortable, that this was going to be how you guys were going to play?
Yeah, I mean, we didn't necessarily play like this once Rick got here. We had a completely different team. We still had Domas and Malcolm. We still had Miles. I feel like once Ty got here, and I was hurt for pretty much all that year when Ty got here, you could see what we had in him and the style that, he likes to get up and down, pick and roll, just get people the ball. And you got to give credit to Rick and, his staff. They completely just changed the whole offense and gave the keys to Tyrese and said, here you go do what you want. And Tyrese has ran with it.
It feels like you guys are just a pain in the ass. When they see you on the schedule, it's win or lose, it's a pain in the ass to play.
Yeah.
You don't want to see Indy coming to town.
Yeah.
And I'm curious just from like your perspective now, having been in a bunch of these different groups, how much of that is just kind of like just contagious in terms of once you start feeling it's a swagger. You feel that walking into a building and you were just being like, we know exactly what we have to do. And also how much of that came from the run last year.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, credit to our staff for, implementing it, and credit to everyone on our team for kind of taking it and running with it. No pun intended. It's one of those things where we're kind of going out there and playing like super selfless and playing fast and playing to our identity and not wavering from that. I feel like everyone on our team deserves a lot of credit for that, because I feel like we can, in this league, you can get stuck in a lot of ISO ball.
Yeah.
And I feel like we don't do that much, and we get out and run. And that's a credit to guy 1 through 15 on our team, kind of giving themselves up for our team. And I feel like that's a big reason we've had success. And just the way we play, we pick up full court every game. It's not like we just did it in the playoffs. So we were prepared to play like that and just kind of tried to wear teams down. And like I said,
Pascal said when he got here, he didn't get it. He didn't understand.
No.
It took him like 3 weeks to be like, oh, we're actually doing this all the time. Like, this is not.
No, this is not a facade.
Yeah, this wasn't just they were doing it against us that one. I also feel like you guys Nesmith is a good example of this. Like you have so many. JJ and I would talk about this all the time about just knowing your role and understanding. You need this on the team. This. Don't we don't need you to. Yep. Go over and try to do these 9 things we don't need to do. Nesmith is like, that is a guy that like is going to have a place on a winning team.
Oh, yeah.
If he wasn't here, if he was somewhere else, he would be in the same, whatever team he's on, they're going to be using him in the right way. He's going to be winning. And so I'm just curious, like how your perspective has shifted about that with teammates in terms of you've been able to do that your whole career basically, but even what you're telling guys about how to sort of learn how to, fit in that way.
Yeah. I mean, I try to, help as much as I can. I feel like the coaching staff does. We've got a young team, but we've also experienced a lot for a young group.
Yeah.
So just giving people roles, I feel like, especially defensively, when you got guys like Drew, who's an all-league defender, and then, Drew gets tired and you throw Aaron Nesmith on him, and then I'm guarding him, and then Ben Shepherd's guarding him. I mean, that can wear you out pretty easily. And I think that's the thing that I feel like is so impressive with our team, where it's like defensively, we can throw a bunch of guys at you and pick you up full court and then play just as fast offensively. And, I feel like Ty is just phenomenal from day one since he's gotten here, of giving us an identity offensively. And then the staff, continually helping us improve defensively. It's been, a group effort.